Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan and bid you all welcome back to The Witcher. Last episode we made it back to Vizima, but it does not seem that all is well in the city. Old Vizima is up in flames, and so is new Vizima, I guess. If you are interested, there are a couple people down here. We got Radovid. We also have Carmen, who's, I guess, keeping an eye on Vincent now. Now that things have really hit the fan, or maybe he just wants to keep her close by. But, I don't know why Dandelion's suddenly following me. Kind of creepy. I guess he wants to follow me for some reason. And he's got his mighty poker.
But I hope not.
Alright, well, regardless, neither of them really have anything interesting to say.
Not now.
I did go through the dialogues, and it's just very dismissive stuff. They're just like, hey, welcome back. Shit's going down. Take care of yourself. Anyway, so...
Fucking order of the fucking rose! Enough! Damn the bastards! Enough! 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 Damn the bastards!
So Zoltan just kind of chills here now. The Order soldiers actually did stop spawning. So for some reason, when you approach this, it's not gonna say it now because I already did it, but when you approach the gate, it says, like, enter new area, temple district, but you can't actually get in there. But, yeah, all these Scoia'tael just hang out here. So basically, since we sided with the Scoia'tael in the last episode and kind of made that our decision, all the encounters from now on with the Flaming Rose are gonna be violent, other than with a few select characters. But yeah, we're gonna enter through the doors here and see what kind of state old Vizima is in.
Gracious sire, this is madness. You should not expose yourself to such danger. Wait here and allow me to summon a stronger force.
Nonsense, Velerad. This is my city, the capital of my kingdom. Damn it, I rule this land, and I refuse to creep around its corners.
Gracious sire!
Silence! You know you might as well wipe your ass with those intelligence reports. I want to see it with my own eyes.
Oh, so foolhardy.
Non-humans attacking! Protect the king!
For freedom! Kill the blood!
I'll hang you by your own guts, human!
It's the Grand Master! We're saved!
You return, sire. I trust you are not too late. Your kingdom is in need.
You should know kings are never late, Jacques.
Sire, flames engulf half the city, and the blood of your subjects fills the gutters. This is no time for word games. You must act.
What do you propose?
Allow me to command your army, and the freedom to do as I see fit.
Never. Over my dead body.
It was close this time. Next time, I might arrive too late to help.
I've seen enough. Velerad, back to the castle.
Sound like a veiled threat if I've ever heard one.
What is he doing here?
He dropped in. He seems to have a talent for that. What shall I do with him?
He'll come with us. I have a matter to discuss with him. Witcher of Rivia.
I have a name.
I am honored.
As I'm sure you surmised, I have not summoned you here out of whim. A serious matter weighs upon us. A curse binds my daughter.
Again?
I want you to remove it. I have gathered all who might offer aid. DeWet has been the princess's adjutant for the past half-year. Velerad has known Ada since her childhood. And Triss Merigold is here for her extensive knowledge of magic and female intuition. Consult them and think upon this matter. We shall speak about it again soon.
As you wish, Your Highness.
In the meantime, equally urgent issues demand our attention.
I'm listening, sire.
Witcher, imagine returning home from an excursion against a monster, a Kikimor for instance, only to discover your home a whorehouse.
Your Highness.
I'm not finished. Those you left in charge failed you. A traitor threatens to oust you from the home of your ancestors. Wouldn't you be angered? Would you not elect to shed more blood?
Sire, your home also shelters the elves and dwarves you inherited from your ancestors.
The fires and the slain are their doing. You cannot deny that. But in truth, I need peace in my kingdom now.
Perhaps you should extend your serene benevolence to the non-humans. Promise them safety and equal rights.
Perhaps. We'll send Velerad to negotiate. His elven features may prevent them from shooting. But I jest. Restoring order requires more.
I'm certain you're right, sire.
I must attend to some urgent matters. Speak with these excellent minds. Gain their insight. And don't forget my daughter, Witcher. I'm counting on you.
I won't forget.
My servant will summon you when I have more time. I rule a land of idiots.
Don't you indeed. So, Foltest is an interesting character because I would argue that most characters in The Witcher 2 are fleshed out a little more and are just better written, better performed, like better scripted. And are just more human in a way. Foltest is an interesting character because his personality takes like a very odd kind of turn. Like right now, he's a pretty stoic, intelligent-sounding, reasonable king. But in The Witcher 2, for some reason, he turns out to be kind of an asshole in a way. He's like a trash talker, potty mouth, and seems... I mean, he doesn't necessarily seem any more or less impulsive, but just his attitude is more... I guess less... I've lost a word there. I hate when I brain fart like that, especially in the middle of a long diatribe like that. But yeah, he seems more childish in a way in the second game. And maybe it's just because it's a different circumstance. Like here, he has to put on kind of a brave face and think carefully because his whole city is in flames and he's got like half the population just up in arms and causing trouble. So, meanwhile, in the second game, we see him where he's just trying to get his children back from a disgruntled lover. So, maybe that's why his attitude changes quite a bit. And obviously, he doesn't survive too long in the second game, so we never really see how else, he might have performed. But regardless, I'm not going to stand here talking all day about that. He asked us to speak with his 3 most trusted advisors, who includes this asshole staring angrily at an empty throne. But we have been long away from our beloved Triss, so let's speak with her first.
Geralt, I was worried about you.
I worried too. I'm proud of you. Heard how you fought for Alvin. Horrible things are happening in Vizima.
True, but the king has placed me under his, protection. Tell me, where's Alvin?
Alvin vanished into thin air one day, despite the amulet I gave him.
Vanished? That's awful. He might be anywhere in time and space. I had hoped the amulet would block those abilities.
I hope he'll be all right. Triss, I've been thinking about us.
Oh, Geralt.
I love how he just drops that subject so suddenly. It's like, yeah, don't worry about Alvin. He's a prick.
I love you. I want to be with you no matter what. Love is the sole thing of beauty in these rotten times.
Geralt.
I could change, take fewer risks. We'd find Alvin, live together. I'd build a house.
A house? Nice dream. You could breed horses and sheep. I'd tend the garden, cook meals. We'd sell what we grew to buy copper pots, iron rakes. We'd age with dignity. Evenings you'd play bagpipes of your own making as a remedy for my gloom. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Geralt, Say something.
I can't lose you.
I'm here. These are trying times. We just need to survive. We can dream again when the madness passes.
Triss,
I love you too, Geralt. To the end of time.
Oh, the madness will never end, trust me.
Geralt.
What do you think happened to Alvin?
Frankly, I never guessed he'd bypass the Dimeridium. That would be a feat for many sorcerers.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, he has enough power to teleport himself anywhere, perhaps even through time.
What do you think about the situation with Ada?
She's a Striga, Geralt. We both know that curses don't cast themselves.
Any theories?
Years ago, when you first removed the curse, you ordered the princess to wear a necklace with an inclusion. Juniper, broom, and hazel branches were to be burned in her chambers.
Don't tell me. Someone replaced the necklace and added crap to the fire.
Yes, someone close to her who knew the secret. Velorad might know something.
So you think I should aid the king?
Definitely. In a sense, I'm a political prisoner. I could teleport away, but that would be highly inappropriate, and I still have a few matters to settle here.
What might those be?
Don't concern yourself. I know you're busy with Yavin and his elven friends.
Triss, don't be that way.
You made your choice, Geralt.
I've got to go.
I don't know why she was so defensive all of a sudden about that, but whatever. So she's suggesting, quite reasonably, that somebody essentially re-poisoned Ada to make sure that the curse returned. Who might that be? I don't know. There's a lot of suspicious characters in this court. Such as you.
Witcher?
Count.
No titles, please. Let us bury past misunderstandings in the name of a greater cause.
So be it.
Geralt?
The king wants me to lift the curse that holds Ada.
Not surprising. You succeeded once, though it nearly cost you your life. The Striga's appearance possibly spells the end for Foltest. Many say he offended the gods. Remember how she first became a Striga?
Remind me.
As a youth, Foltest had quite an appetite. So much so that he ploughed his own sister. Their child died at birth, but then continued to grow in its coffin, only coming out to feed. Then you arrived, and broke the spell, though apparently not completely. The Striga's reappearance proves the royal dynasty is cursed. The people are sensitive to such signs. No wonder Foltest wants you to kill the Striga.
I thought I was supposed to lift the curse.
You are to keep the Striga from becoming an eyesore.
The chance of removing the curse is minimal.
I've heard a rumor of an additional reward for killing the Striga.
I'm not interested in rumors.
You should be. It's your choice, Witcher, but give it some thought.
Farewell.
Man, you're supposed to be the one protecting her, and here you are telling me I'm better off killing her than trying to save her. Bleh. Alright, Burgermaster, let's see what you have to say.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Velorad.
I saw you speaking with the king. I gather it was unpleasant.
It could be worse.
Geralt.
The king told me about Ada.
Dreadful, you warned us it might return. Can you break the spell a second time?
We'll see. You seem to remember last time well.
Certainly. You stayed from dusk till dawn in the old manor house where the Striga had her sarcophagus. Kept half the city awake with the noise you made. We went to the manor at dawn and saw the two of you lying on the floor by the sarcophagus in a pool of blood. You were barely breathing, but the princess was cured. With the traitor Ostrid dead, the king was overjoyed.
Who was Ostrid?
He cast the curse out of jealousy. He loved the king's sister.
Many victims this time round?
I don't know. These days, the corpses lie thicker than flies on a pile of manure.
Know where the Striga sleeps in daytime?
No, but she's been seen in old Vizima. She may hunt there.
Removing the princess's curse will be risky.
True, but the king has ways of encouraging you to do it.
What do you mean?
Oh?
You have non-human friends. Help Foltest, and he might reconsider his decree about cropping ears and beards to a prescribed size.
Understood.
Geralt,
Aren't you a bit afraid, Velerad? The king looked irate.
At me?
I'd watch what I say if I were you.
I've served Temeria all my life. If they condemn me, I'll hold my head high as I walk to the gallows.
Farewell.
Aren't you a proud, stoic fellow? Alright, well, we've spoken with everybody. So now we just gotta wait for this dopey dude to come summon us.
Our merciful master will see you now, sir. Go upstairs to his chambers.
I'll go immediately.
Oh, yes, I will. Out of my way. Hey, kitty cat.
Witcher.
Your Highness.
No need for titles. Speak freely. You've had time to think. What's the prognosis on removing the curse from my daughter?
It's possible.
Could the curse have returned by itself?
Unlikely. Someone must have cast it again.
Should you succeed, would Ada's mind be that of a child?
I don't believe so. She'd likely recall all that occurred before her transformation.
You don't believe so. You're not making this any easier, Geralt. Do what you can to remove the curse. Failing that, you may slay her without fear of retribution from me. When I last gave you my trust, you did not disappoint me.
Thank you, sire.
Don't thank me yet. Should you learn who cast the curse, tell me and only me. If you succeed, I'll grant your every wish, within reason, of course. If you must slay her, do it quickly, cleanly. If you fail, and my daughter suffers, those dear to you will suffer too.
I understand, sire.
Good.
Sire, another disease consumes your kingdom.
What would that be, Witcher?
I've been investigating an organization known as Salamandra.
My daughter dealt with them, stupid girl. I regret I ever departed. To your credit, Velerad said you thinned their ranks considerably. I trust you shall finish the matter.
Exactly my aim.
One last matter, Witcher. Forgive me, but I had you followed. I received a report about your personal life.
Your Highness?
You must know that I hardly did this out of lewd curiosity. My spies report that you are romancing Marigold. I need to know if there is anything more to it.
That is none of your business.
We're lovers. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ha! I knew it from the start. My spies have much to learn. I suspected it was only sex. Enjoy, Geralt. If you desire to go to Vizima, talk to my chamberlain. I shall be away from the castle for some time. See Velerad about any other needs.
So I shall. Farewell, sire.
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes, sire.
This is, confidential. So you must pledge these words will not venture beyond these walls.
I shall take them to the grave with me.
My spies tell me you play poker. And, well, I have trouble finding worthy opponents at court. They fear I would have their heads if I lost. Care to play?
Oh, so, Foltest basically turns out to be the, I think they call it the Sharper. He's basically the, champion of dice poker. And I don't know if... Because, like, if you lose, which now he's definitely winning this, if you lose and try to talk to him again, he doesn't really... Doesn't give you a second chance. You might be able to leave and come back, but I'm not sure. Because he suggests that he's gonna leave the castle at some point. Yeah, of course, he had just held. But I cannot imagine that they only give you one chance to finish this. God. I almost had a straight. Jesus Christ, this is the lousiest hand of poker I think I've ever played. Alright, I'll just roll 4 of them. Oh! Of course.
I must attend to other matters now.
Yeah, so that's the only chance they give you for some reason. I'll try reloading, see if that resets him.
I shall detain you no longer.
Yeah, alright.
My chamberlain about
It might be possible to get a second chance at that, but I'm not that fussed, because there really is no big reward for finishing dice poker. Now, the fist fighting, we definitely got to complete that. So there's not much else to this castle. If you walk down these stairs, it just dead ends, so no real point to roaming. That door there, for some reason, doesn't open. This one does. But there's no other places to go, so we just gotta talk to this fellow and get back to Vizima.
To return to Vizima.
Are you ready, sir?
As I'll ever be.
I am.
So for some reason, they don't just return you to the dike like you would think they would. But it goes in this cutscene that drops you right into Old Vizima. And just the most stiff leap I think I've ever seen. So yeah, it puts you up on the wall for some reason, I don't know why. The gate that we came in before is like over there somewhere. But thank goodness our good buddy Zoltan knew exactly where we're gonna be.
Glad you're here. I thought I'd have to run through the city on my own.
I spoke with Foltest. I'm supposed to break Ada's curse. She's hunting in the city.
What you intend to do?
I have no idea where the Striga might be. Let me help you. Maybe we'll happen on the princess's tracks.
Great. We need to gather 2 groups of refugees nearby. Then we'll break through to Shani's hospital. Ready?
Ready.
Oh boy, we're gonna meet Shani again. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Alright, so there's a lot of fighting that goes on here. There's a lot of random dudes that are just roaming around. No real consequence to them, but yeah, there's a lot of fighting with the Order. And unfortunately, the fighting just gets really chaotic after a while, because there's so many people. It's just... like, all the animations get so glitched out, the pathfinding and everything in the fights are just out of control. And the most annoying thing is that every time you reload the area, like you go to a house or something and come back, everything respawns. So all these fights happen again, and of course, every time you're near them, it puts you in the combat mode, so you can't really interact with anything else. It's very irritating. The good thing is there are a couple random ass...
Selling nothing.
Alright, well then fuck off. A couple random ass merchants, like just outside here, like this fellow here.
We'll deal, but keep your hands where I can see them.
You're safe, for now.
Either we deal, or we part.
So this guy sells a bunch of random ass shit. He sells clothes and jewelry for some reason, but he also sells runes, which... honestly, I'm just gonna sell them mine, because rune swords are no big help at this point. But thankfully, we can sell them all this crap that we don't need, but we were just holding on to make a penny or two. Alright, enjoy.
Just stay out of my way.
So here's kind of the main courtyard. There's the gate we came in. Something that doesn't look like we can interact with it, so I don't think we can... oh, okay, there we go. There's another merchant here, the Scoia'tael Quartermaster.
Do you supply the insurgents?
I'd prefer to fight at the front, but Yavin designated me quartermaster.
May I see your wares?
Certainly. Our rebellion requires coin as much as it requires steel. I mean no offense, Gwynblade. As Yavin says, you need gold to wage a war.
Of course you do. Alright, so he's just got weapons. I'm actually gonna sell him these, because they don't matter. Why aren't these stacked? I'll say those whetstones are not that helpful at this point when we got diamond dust. So he has meteorites if you want to make another meteorite sword, which, again, not a big help. Music in this area is surprisingly, like, bombastic. Most of the music in this game is a little more low-key. The second game, not so much. Third game, I have no idea. Anyway, the refugees are down these two alleys here, so we just have to reach the end.
Damn it, they were supposed to be here. Maybe they're hiding somewhere.
They better hurry. The knights will arrive any minute.
Damn it.
I hear a cursing dwarf.
Impossible, damn it. Fucking possible.
Not you, Zoltan.
Hurry. Stay close to me and this witcher. We'll get one more group.
So there's another case of just dialogue that makes no sense. The way he was talking there, like the refugees weren't here when they were supposed to be, and yet here they all are. I don't know. It's like the people were having two different conversations again. Okay, so this random order fellow just showed up. Dealt with. Yeah, they're still like wailing on his corpse for some reason.
We're here.
Punctuality is no strength of the elder races.
Shush, Geralt. I'm going to imitate the roar of a polar tiger.
How the hell would you know what one of those sounds like?
How would your friends ever recognize the roar of a polar tiger?
When they hear an unlikely roar, they'll know it's me.
Stunning logic.
Very convincing.
Stop before you attract some she-tigers.
Here they come. Stay close. We're headed for the hospital.
Alright, onwards to the hospital. And of course, more flaming roses. Now go ahead, whack them with the not even like sword that doesn't even have like a cross hilt. So the interesting thing that I actually don't think I noticed before now, but I'm pretty sure that the executions against stunned enemies depends on what stance you're in. So I wanna... No, that didn't work. Well, I knocked him down. There you can have him. Damn. I don't know, there's too many people here just knocking these guys out of their stun for me to pull off an execution. I guess a good thing is, since there's so many people to fight here, you can probably get a decent amount of experience just reloading this. Oh my god, they just keep coming. God. Oh my god, seriously, where are they coming from? Why are you putting the swords away? I'm just trying to loot this shit, but I think they're just gonna keep coming until we enter the hospital. And hop over his dumb face. Yeah, there's just so damn many. Oh, come on, get over there. God damn it. It's waltzing over there like it got no care in the world. Dude, seriously, they are not stopping. Get out of the fucking way. Oh my god. I can't even get to the damn hospital because, oh, everybody's standing in my way. They do not stop. Alright, fuck it. Hopefully we can get out of combat long enough to open the fucking door. Thank god. Sweet Jesus.
Oh, we made it.
Now the wounded can receive proper care.
I just remembered something. Know the legend of Witcher Raven and his armor?
You know anyone who could create a suit of armor like that?
Go to the dwarven blacksmith. He's hiding somewhere in old Vizima. I'm sure he can help.
Great.
Alright, we'll look for him. Uh-oh.
Welcome.
You've set up a hospital.
Clever.
Do you have a minute?
I have my hands full. Besides, I'm apparently not worthy of your trust.
What are you talking about?
Alvin, you made it perfectly clear who's worthy of a Witcher's trust and who's not, who you'd sleep with on occasion, and who you'd entrust with a child.
But...
Enough. The wounded need my help.
Oh boy, so she's still a little uptight about that.
Master, are you a Witcher?
Brave coming in here.
Master Geralt, the she-beast is murdering people.
What happened?
The Striga appeared by the tower. I was sent to get a Witcher. Already 5 soldiers have breathed their last. Help us!
Which tower?
The tallest in the district. The one the Scoia'tael set ablaze.
Alright, well, we'll go looking for that.
Come back later.
Well, we've had enough time to cool off. It doesn't seem like coming back later is gonna change anything. So yeah, Shani, I guess like if you stuck with Shani, then at this point you'd have the opportunity to like continue a romance, but that's not happening with us because we pissed her off. This music is way too loud. Alright, nothing good here. So yeah, as I said, once Zoltan's sticking around here, I wonder if he has anything more to say.
Geralt?
How are you managing?
War is disgusting, Geralt. All your plans crumble, turn to manure. Remember our chat at the inn?
I remember the beginning, not how it ended.
Things will get better again. They must.
I'd drink to that.
Must they? I don't think anything has to improve. I would like it if it did. So apparently we can fight in here, that's interesting. Alright, so as stated, the order just keeps showing up. That was a pretty visceral move. There's one Temerian soldier just stands here. So yeah, Temerian soldiers are not our enemies. They're also not an enemy of the Flaming Rose, so they're not going to help us. Just going to waltz casually through all this melee. Yeah, you see how there's like a wicked delay on the attacks just because there's so much shit going on here. I don't even think the like game engine can keep up with all the activity. Well, maybe not. Seems like it's the same execution when they're on the ground. Goodness sake. Well, the biggest problem is that they just keep coming out of the damn doors for some reason. I just don't understand that. See, look at this. That guy came out of the same door that an elf just walked out of. It's so ridiculous. There's not even any point to looting anything, because I'm never going to get the chance to pick anything up. We actually do need flint stones, because I've been ignoring them until now, and now I've run out. Anyway, this makeshift forge, as it's called, is actually where the Scoia'tael blacksmith, who was in the temple district of Vizima, has actually moved to.
More complicated than a lightning rod.
I'll always make time for a friend.
I'd like you to recreate Raven's suit of armor.
The legendary gnomic armor? You'll need to gather their components.
What would you need?
The armor of Graf Kobus Reuter as a template. He was buried in the swamp cemetery. While you're there, visit the grave of the elven minstrel. I'll need his verses about power runes.
Consider it done.
Then you must find fragments of Raven's original armor, and a certain tool.
What tool?
a bifunctional alloy steel fiber recirculator.
Huh?
I'll tell you where to find it. When you get there, grab the most peculiar item you see.
All right.
Look for a mine with a magically locked entrance. Use air and fire-based magic against a receptor concealed in a stone near the entrance. That will open the door.
Sounds doable.
Splendid! 2 fire-based spells followed by 1 air-based. Now beware of danger inside the mine. Once you've gathered all the components, I'll make the suit of armor.
Excellent.
You don't fear attacks?
No, the Scoia'tael protect me. They know if they lose me, they'll have to fight with wooden sticks.
I see.
Knights of the Order tried to torch this hut twice. Repelled both times.
Alright, well, good to know that you are in good hands. And he'll sell him all this garbage.
How can I?
Might as well take a nap. Let's go, oh. Did I already... Oh yeah, I did already invest the talents I had from the close of the last chapter. I actually don't think I have. Yeah, let's just fucking leave. I don't think I have any more shit to make potions, but I got enough for now anyway. Well, in fact, I'm not gonna use them. None of these, Flaming Rose douchebags have been any real measurable threat. Alright, fuck the rest of them. This is the way we need to go. Well, there's a tower. It's not particularly ablaze. What is that? That's no Striga. I don't really give you a look at his face, but he's a nasty looking dude. But it fights like a witcher. Okay, so I actually don't know... In fact, let's find out. I think steel is the way to go here, yeah. So, even though it looks quite monstrous, it actually counts as a human. So, fight it with steel. It looks fairly undead and demonic.
Finally, that monster is dead.
Why are you here?
I heard soldiers were fighting a Striga, so I came to see Vizima's famous Striga princess. Though not a Striga, still interesting.
Don't get too excited, Kolkstein.
I'll pay these good soldiers to take these remains to my laboratory, and later I'll...
Hold it. If not a Striga, what is it?
A combination of alchemy, genetics, biology, and black magic. A mutant, like you. I can't wait to have a closer look.
Like me?
Similar. Magic and alchemy accelerates the mutation. The side effects are practically uncontrollable. It's hellishly quick and strong. To know more, I'd have to dissect it.
I suspect I know who's behind this. Do you know where it came from?
The soldier said it came from the swamp cemetery. Take this scroll. It details the formula for a powerful potion that will help if you choose to fight the Striga.
Salamandra grows bolder.
Accelerated mutation and experiments on humans is a dirty business.
And all based on stolen witches' secrets.
Which you guarded for years without succumbing to any of these temptations. Congratulations.
All right, but what about this Striga?
If the soldiers were wrong... I heard rumors of certain events in the swamp.
What rumors? Be quick.
They say a corpse was found at the old chapel there, torn open. The large intestine stretched to its full 1.5 meters. All 6.5 meters of the small intestine wrapped around...
That's fine, thanks.
That sounds pretty grotesque, but really I couldn't paid too much attention to him because I saw a gravier or something back there in the background. Like rising and falling in slow motion. That's actually the second time that happened to me. Because when I was doing my test run of this earlier, it actually happened then too, in the same dialogue. So there seems to be some odd little bug where monsters that spawn out of the ground for some reason move in slow motion if you're in the middle of a dialogue when it happens. So I'm gonna plug in a clip of that happening earlier because it was an even clearer shot and it was quite hilarious. I thought the thing was ascending. Alright, so I actually missed it. Back at the hospital is a notice board for Witcher contracts. So let's go ahead and grab all these. So one of these... Really? Really? One of these is a contract for the scimitars, I think. Which I might already have. Alright, I guess not. I need a couple more. So yeah, we're obviously not going to partake in all of the fighting between the Order and the Scoia'tael, because there's just too much of that going on. We got bigger fish to fry. I don't know if we can actually get inside this tower here. But I also... Yeah, that creature we killed seems to have vanished. I couldn't really grab anything from it, but let's take a look at the scroll. Formula for a potion made with a heart of a striga. Grants 1 silver and 1 bronze talent when consumed. Honestly, neither of those talents are that useful to us at this point. And I imagine that you, based on the ingredient, that you can only use that if you kill the striga, which obviously we are going to try to avoid doing. Alright, so here's the problem. There's a lot of random, like, blockades in this section of town. I don't understand why they're there. But I don't know if it matters. We're trying to get to the swamp. Can we get there from the dike? I think we might be able to. I actually don't quite remember this part all that well. Let's head out here and maybe the ferryman's back and we can get back to the swamp. Nope, it's locked. Alright, well, what do? Oh, so, if you are interested, this is actually, as it says, the Order command post. So this is where I believe the Order blacksmith would be if you sided with them, but instead it's full of enemies. Oh my goodness. I don't know why group stance is so ineffective these days. Alright, fuck's sake. I don't... Like, seriously, how are they able to parry group stance so well? Alright, fuck it. Kill all y'all bitches one... Oh my god, can you actually do things when I press the fucking buttons for them? Yeah, fucking group stance just doesn't work. This guy's dodging things that aren't... Oh no, that's me. Can you just fucking die? Yeah, go ahead and run, you big bitch. Have some of that. Now, that's how you fillet a bitch. Might as well take that. So that's the annoying thing. This place doesn't count as a combat zone until combat is initiated with you. It's another one of those annoying things. So your spells get deactivated. I mean, you have to select them before you can fight again. And you have to manually draw your sword because you can't just click on fools. And there's more. Yeah, that was... Yeah, I don't know how the hell to get over there. It's like such a dumb thing to be so hard to do. There, I do need to kill another. That's not the time to put your sword away, you dumb bitch. Oh god, I'm gonna crash. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very kindly for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'm sorry for the abrupt ending, because, well, it crashed right as, right at the time I usually wrap it up anyway, so we're just gonna call it here, and next episode I'll figure out how the hell to get the hell out of here. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful night, and we will see you next time.